I had to show you guys an image that described how I was playing the final Club Festival day 1. This would be my face right here. And I'm assuming for 90% of you, this would also be your face as well if you have tried out day 1 of Club Festival. How's it going, everybody? You know what? Don't even answer that question. I already know how's it going. Chaos Gamer here. Yes, we are back with some more My Hero Ultra Impact. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at some past footage of me taking on day 1 of the 10th Club Festival, because as you know, usually what happens is that they put Club Festival at a late time. It starts like no, I think this will start a little bit earlier though, like 9 o'clock I think it started. I was still asleep by then. But with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video, and you can let me know down below how you personally feel about this Club Festival. Now, I did have to wake up like around, hold on, what time is it? 3 in the morning, because I was like, you know, damn, I know that if I'm sleeping, because I didn't really sleep like that, I was going to sleep for like at least like probably more than 13 hours or more. So I was like, you know what? Let me just sleep for a little bit, then wake up, and then just do this Club Festival. And then I haven't slept since then, I'm not going to lie. But and right now it's about to be daily recess. So for me, that's like 11 o'clock my time. So it's like, you know what? Let me just wake up around this time. Let me record my runs, and that's it. But since I just did this off the wake up, you're going to see something stupid here. Which already you guys can see, Chaos Gamer, why the hell are you running a yellow team up against another yellow team? You know what tripped me up is that since Hawks was purple, I was like, you know what, I'm running purple. That's basically what my mind went into. I saw Hawks first, I was like, you know what, it went bad. So we're going up against, for stage 8, it's going to be a Midoriya, a Shoto, and then we're going up against a Star and Stripes. But you know what's crazy too? We'll get to the point. Color doesn't even matter for this stage. To be honest, for this EX stage, it doesn't even matter at all. Alright, so Hawks doing his damage, taking off the whole team. Man, Hawks, I'm going to miss this Hawks. This Hawks is such a good character to use, man. Probably one of my favorite characters to use in this game. Like, just everything that this Hawks could do, and then you pair it up with this Pro Hero team. I just like it a lot. So then we got the 2 All Mights left, which All Might really thinks he's doing something right here, but he's not. Because, bam, we got Hawks going first right here. And then Endeavor, woo! Oh, I thought Endeavor wiped it out. I'm not gonna lie, but I guess not. Never mind, my bad. I dodge. Then we build up right there. Alright, so then dodge. You guys let me know down below what team you try to use for the EX stage, because I promise you guys, there is a lot of clips we are gonna be showing for this EX stage. Like, this is trial and tribulation, is what this video could be called if it wanted to be. But I got a better title for that. If anything, I wish that the Higamura meme that I use for the live stream, I wish I could put that as the thumbnail of this video. That is how crazy it is. I wish I could use a thumbnail twice, which I don't really do like that, but I wish I can. The exact same one. So stage 9, we're going up against the newest Kirishima that we got, the oldest Aizawa we got, and then we're going up against a day off Mount Lady, which still, like, I know, using the wrong colors, but we're still fine, though. That's the thing. We're still fine. Like, I feel like I didn't even have no worries in the first place, even if I knew the colors. I would still probably take it on like this. For some reason, my flow was going a little bit slow. I don't know why. Maybe I had too many apps open at the time. I don't know why I have so many apps open at 3 a.m., but you know what? We're just cooling it, I guess. So, yeah, we start building up with Hawks, and then, bam, we start doing our second action skill, and then we do a third action skill from there, which is some damage. Mind you, this team is defensive. Even though this is a lower stage level, this team is still pretty defensive. You're going to see it's going to probably take us a little bit to try to get some kills in. But we got really lucky at one point, and you're going to see why. It's going to be from this Hawks right here when we are hitting them out, lady. Watch, watch. Bam, Hawks hit her. Oh, wait, actually, never mind. We took out the both of them first. Oh, okay. I think it's around here. Yeah, okay, here is where it's like, you know, this is kind of tanky-ish right here, because we have not only the Mount Lady, but we also have the Hatsume. And Hatsume is super annoying when it comes to making teams last longer. Like, it's just like, oh, man. Like, if you don't have piercing shot, good luck, son. You're going to be here for a while. And then our Endeavor was about to die, too. That was kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. But you'll see, after this, like, chain of action skills that are coming, you'll see how we basically win the fight from this. Because I'm not going to lie. I think for, like, a person that doesn't have a really good team, this will probably cook them right here. This setup, this will cook them. Because of the amount of survivability that this whole team has. Alright, so then bam, we do a little bit of damage there. Tries to hit us with her stupid bind thing, but that doesn't work at all. My Lady activates her plus ultra, which this sucks right here. Getting hit by My Lady's plus ultra, as you saw, because of the buff block. That's what makes it super annoying. Alright, and then after this I think right here is where we start to gain momentum because we get the recovery block, right? Yeah, bam, we get the recovery block, which makes it where Mount Lady isn't going to be healing like that anymore. So then we just get to kill her for free. And then we can focus on other characters that need focusing on, which is either going to be the Hatsume or it's going to be the Hawks. Which I would say, for me personally, I would focus on the Hatsume. If you want to get rid of Hatsume ASAP. I would have loved, if anything, to have a character that could hit a massive recovery block on all the opponents. So then we could just be cooking the damage. And then just slowly getting rid of her. But, you know, slowly but surely we will get rid of her. And you know what? If anything, I wish I could have took my time longer here. I probably didn't want to go past this stage right here at all. Like, no way in hell would I want to go past this stage. Because it's just what's to come. What's to come is just unbelievable, we may say. Unbelievable. Alright, so then their Hawks is going off, but it does nothing. That's why snowboarding Hawks is a great counter to Fantasy Versus 3 Hawks, because it doesn't have bullseye anywhere. So you're just chilling. Like, having a lot of evasion going up against the Hawks is the perfect counter. Right, we do 53k. But I'm not gonna lie, I wish we went past the 999 limit. At this time. But we lost our Hawk, sadly. But, you know, when one is lost, another is gained. And this Bakugo is just mostly going to be here for us tanking. And, you would have never saw the day that I thought Bakugo would never tank. But you'll see soon enough. Don't worry. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see soon enough. Alright, so nice damage from Endeavor, even though we're not facing a Hyde character, though. That's just because of the both Hawks is helping him out. Even though one of them is dead now, but still, like, having that Hawks help him out the way it did, it just, you know, makes it to where that this is just for free now. Like, look at that Hatsume at 1, now she's dead. Then all we gotta worry about is this Hawks right here, which is not getting any evasion. So I think with Bakugo's plus Ultra, we are able to kill here. Yeah, I wish Endeavor did a little bit more right there, but it's understandable for Endeavor why he's not doing as much. But yeah, Bakugo, oh no, it wasn't Bakugo. Who was it then? Hello? Who finished them off? What the hell? Okay, Hawks then? Okay, it was Hawks that finished them off. Alright. So now we're moving on to stage number 10, which even then it's like, you know, it's alright. I can still handle it with the yellow team that I'm thinking is the purple team right now. You're gonna notice soon too that I start to, oh wait, what the hell? Wait a minute. Oh, I brought the raw typing. You'll see in a second. And another crazy thing too, I have never known for Shoji being this crazy. I think Shoji should have faced against All For One in his chaos form. Like, that's how crazy Shoji is in that EX stage. Like, geez Louis. I think we blitzed this stage if anything, right? If I remember it correctly, I think we just blitzed this stage. Alright, so we power up. And then we do the second attack. Then we do the third attack. We do some damage. Like, I had some impressive damage right there. Damn, you know. Look, I mean, Hawks take some damage, but it's like, it wasn't that crazy that we couldn't just come back from this. Just watch, right? So 1, and then 2, and then 3. Slowly but surely, we're killing like Kirishima. Like Kirishima's not being a problem. And then the single target, which is not going to do anything. Because I forgot with Shoji. I mean, when have you ever seen me use Shoji before? Like, unless it's like something that I really have to use him in. Which was that one time with Climax Battle Endeavor. But I forgot that Shoji not only had Bullseye on his AoE skill, but he also has Bullseye on his plus Ultra. And he has resistances to a lot of stuff. I think it's Stun, Bind, and I could be mistaken, it could also be Confusion. I want to see if I could get something here to pull it up, but I don't know if I can, to be honest. Actually, hold on, wait. Nope, okay, I can't. Alright, I'm just going to have to go with my intuition. Next time I'll have the device that I need in order to be able to look that up, but right now I don't. So yeah, look, we took out Kirishima and we took out Shoji. Now we're going up against Uraraka and the Hada, which aren't going to be threats at all. This is just going to be a goodbye to the both of them. I think if anything, it's either this turn or next turn. Let's see. I'll give it like 2 to 3 turns. Oh, actually, what? Oh my god, was it just this turn? it was literally just this turn that it was GG's? Actually, no, because Uraraka did have a little bit of help. I think that's the max HP that she was getting. I think right here is where we start to wrap it up. Alright, so Hawks goes first. Evasion. But you can't evade this Hawks right here, which does max damage in order to finish it off. And then this is where we move to hell. Like, This is not called the X stage. This is not called the stage beyond the stage 10. This is known as hell. Straight up. You guys seen the Puss in Boots meme? I'm deaf. Straight up. This is what this is right here. And you're gonna see. If you haven't played Ultra Impact in a minute, and you just wanted to check things out, you're gonna see why the title is as it is. And this is insane. I hope this is not the momentum for the other days to come, because this will be the stupidest thing they have ever done. Watch. Turn 1, watch. I was flabbergasted. I wish I could have done this live. I just hate the time they pick for this, man. Like, hopefully, if the new My Hero game, if they got stuff like this, put it at a better time, please. Like, this is just a horrible time to put it, like, usually, like, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Watch. This is my whole team. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Okay, I just realized I picked the I ended it right there. I picked the wrong team. So then, look, I'm trying this team, right? Now, the reason why I'm trying this team, okay, number one, I thought, okay, you know what? Maybe the reason I got one-shotted is because I brought the wrong typing. I understand that. So I thought, okay, let me bring this team in, which has the Hawks. It has the Toga for defense lowering, crit rate up, the healing, all that stuff. And then if she dies, you already guys know that she does make it to where we last for 3 turns longer. And then we have the Hado, who does good up against yellow characters. So I was like, you know what? This could be the team right here, all right? I just picked the wrong typings. You know what? With this team right here, we're going to be able to pop off. And I want you guys to know something as well, that there are some footages that are gone because, you know, they lasted more than 2 seconds. That I was just like resetting every time with those footages. Like, if it was like Shoji was like already going off and I couldn't do anything about it, end the footage and then just delete it. Look, so we're slow, right? I was like, oh, we're slow. Damn, okay. But I think we're still going to be fine here. I think we're going to be A-okay. Boom! Get the hell up out of here. I'm like, whoa, what? What? And look, the footage is already over. That's it, bam. So, like, alright, you know what? Okay, I did a couple of attempts with this team, though. Just to not be like, oh, 1 and done. No, I did like 2 or 3 attempts, and we just kept dying every time. I was like, you know what? Alright, screw it. And we move on to the next team right here. This team is with Aizawa, Best Jeanist, and Uraraka. Now, let me explain the team before we get into it, right? And this is why I'm saying typing didn't matter to me anymore. So, Uraraka, we're removing the buffs, and we're trying to get the 1-turn stun, right? Then, with Best Jeanist, what we're trying to do is get the bind. If we get the bind, that's super clutch. Even though Shoji has increased resistances to bind, does not mean that it's guaranteed not to bind. You still have the chance to get the bind off. And then Aizawa, we have the chance of sealing skills. It's a low chance, but still better than no chance. That's what I was thinking in my head. Plus, if we did get the bind off, we were going to get the support, and then we're going to do more damage. That was my mindset going into this match right here. If we get the plus ultra as well, we would be able to get the double turn stun. But I don't think we were able to get that double turn stun no matter what. After the first turn, I don't think it was going to happen at all. Unless maybe we got the Jito as well, but it wasn't happening at all. I just kept the Uraraka still in the lineup just because of that 1-turn stun. Just to have it, and the removal buffs. So watch, bam. We got the stun right there. We got the bind. Did we get the bind actually? Hold on, we'll see in a second. And I try to get the lowering of the low chance of sealing skills. So you see, look, that didn't work, right? So, you know what? I'll still play it out. You know, I'm going first and everything. We do have 2 last stands here, so that should be okay for us. But then watch. Boom! Get the hell up out of here. He doesn't care about multiple last stands at all. I'm like, I bet I'm out of here then. Alright, so then after that, after, you know, trying that team and it didn't work out, I did it for 2 attempts. Bam! We try the all-block team. I'm like, alright, you know what? Okay, you got it. I didn't want to have to do this, but you forced my hand. So then we're using the all-block team. I'm like, there's no way with the amount of block HP we have, plus the chance if we do get to live the first turn right here, that we should be able to tank, because Bakugo's first action skill gives the ability to tank. Shoto gives defense by 30%. And then Armored All Might is just, you know, there for the amount of block damage that I thought he was going to pop off with. Boy, the only thing that popped was my mental state after this. Watch. just pay attention and watch. All this block, by the way, and Bakugo has the most with 800%. Get ready. Boom! Get the hell up on my face. Bakugo got murked. I never thought I'd see the day that Bakugo got murked this hard unless he and the teammates did so much damage to Armored All Might that Armored All Might specifically targets the Bakugo and one-shots him. I'm like, what? And then after trying that 2 more times that it failed, I was like, you know what, let's go back to this team again. I was just like, all right, you know what, maybe this team has a chance because we did survive a little bit longer than we did with the other teams because we got that 1-turn stun. And then let's try to see if we can get the proc off. But as we say, all good things don't come to pass. You'll see. I don't know if that's an actual saying or not. That's how crazy I was at, what time was this? 3:42 a.m. And imagine, it's 3:42 a.m. I am not allowed to scream. People are sleeping. So I'm just mentally going through it. It's like Shigaraki when he's screaming inside All For One, but then All For One shuts him up with the hand in the mouth. It's like, Damatero Shigaraki. That was basically me right there. But, luckily, since we did get the bind, we were able to do a little bit of skills right here. But, here's the thing, right? I mean, I tried to get the stun right here. That didn't work out. So then we're just getting countered, and then countered, and then countered. And then after that, Shoji's back up. Try to see, maybe... Okay, this is what I thought, right? Still continuing the fight. I was like, okay, maybe that was just a one-turn thing. That he was going crazy. Maybe it won't happen again, right? Get ready for this. Boom! Get the hell up out of my face. Like, what? Come on, man. Alright, so then I'm trying it again. But this time I'm having Toga in the back. Maybe just in case. So we're able to make it to where we have some team survive. And then we'll be able to go off for at least 3 more turns and get some damage going. That's what I thought in my head anyways for this attempt right here specifically. So I was going in here, I'm like, yeah, this is the one right here. Watch, we're going to get that bind like we did before, like the one. Which we did. I'm not going to lie, crazy we got it again. And we also got the defense lowering as well. But guess what? He just came back. I was like, I'm out of here. Goodbye. As soon as he came back up, I'm like, alright, goodbye. So then we try this team right here, which I think you guys already know what I'm trying to do with this team right here. We're trying to make it to where no matter what we do, get the bound off. Am I saying bind, bound? I don't care. It's the same thing, to be honest. I think. I could be wrong. You know what? 1 more month away. That's all I'm saying. After this video, 1 more month. Let's get it trucking along, dude. I'm ready. Yo, United Survival? I'm there to survive. Then what the hell I'm going through here? So I started with the support first. I'm like, why not? Maybe get a little bit more damage in. Try to see if we get the bind bound. We got it. We did get it, which is clutch. But then here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that's coming. You guys already know what's coming. Here's the thing that's coming. We got multiple plus ultras too, so I was like, you know what? Let's go off right here with the plus ultras. But this is the thing that sucks. Majority of these plus ultras are single target. So I was like, what the hell? Alright. And just, you know, Shoji's just popping up out of the like, awesome! Welcome back. So we get the bound off of Kirishima right here, which is really nice. And then we get the fatigue off of Kirishima right here. And then we get another instance of him just staying down Kirishima right there. But then here's the thing. we did get our action skills back, which is pretty clutch, I'm not gonna lie. So I try to see maybe if I could get it again or not. So watch real quick. Alright, so bam. We also get the... Oh, we don't get the defense ball right here. Right, so 1, 2... And boom, get the hell up out my face. Goodbye. And then I'm just here with Toga and Momo. I'm just like, you know what? We're out of here. So this time what I try to do, right? After a couple of those attempts failed, I tried using Kaminari. And if anything, I just wanted to show that I had to switch to support memory because we had to be faster than this team. We had to. There was no way in hell that you were going to win this fight or try to attempt to get a high score without trying to freaking make it to where that you are faster than the Shoji, because not being faster than the Shoji is a death sentence. Automatic. I think the only character that would be able to pop off in this instance would be Green Dabi, because he has 10 last stands. Unless he goes to those 10 last stands as well. We do manage to get the bind right here, pretty clutch, and we also get the paralysis. Now, I know the paralysis is still 1 turn, but hey, you know what? It kind of supports what we want with the team right here, which is making it where that Shoji is down for 1 turn at least. That's what we want. 1 turn of him down. And then from there, we could probably just think about what we're going to do. That was my mindset bringing the Kaminari. They've been saying Kaminari. We also do manage to get the paralysis off of Kirishima as well. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. But then our 2 turns are up. And we have no plus ultras at all. So you guys already know what time is it. It is just that one and only time. Get ready. Boom! Get the hell up out my face. And then bam. We move on to our next clip right here, which, I was like, at this point, I was like, you know what? Let's just try again. Maybe I don't want to bring the Toga this time around because I'm not trying to, at this point, just survive until the end. Because Toga being dead there is just going to prolong the inevitable, just making it a way I stay there a little bit longer. And it's just like, you know, I'm not really going to do that much damage. So then I was like, I don't really care about my back lineup right now. Alright, so bam, we get the stun right there. And I do think we get the bound right here as well, the bind. I'm just going to say both just in case we don't get it right here. Interesting, okay. Let's see what happens right here. You know, actually, now thinking about it, maybe there is a concrete strategy that I could have done. Maybe what we could have done is, no, because no matter what, I mean, nah, I don't think there's something I could have done. I've done a lot of attempts in this. I just don't think there's anything I could have done, to be honest. This was just a bad first day of Club Fest. This automatic, I don't care if the rest of the days are peaches and roses. This is the worst Club Festival of all time. This final one is awful, like the bad. And then boom, get the hell up on my face. But then this time I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. We actually managed to, you know, get the AoE out the way. And then since we have Momo here, and then look, if anything, this is what I found out as well, that this first action skill doesn't even do that much damage. Like, it doesn't do that much damage at all. So watch, I'm like, wait, what? This is a revelation right here. So then, I mean, we could just skip the rest. We already know we're dead. So I'm like, wait. Okay, so what if we bring back Purple Hado to do some damage, and then we bring President Mike in the back to try to get the confusion off, to make it aware we can actually survive a little bit longer, and then from there, we're going to be able to pop off. Now, again, I know he has the increased bind and confusion. I know that. But it helps us out a ton if we are still able to get the confusion off like we do with the bind and the bomb. So 1. And then we get the paralysis off here, which is clutch. I mean, we got another instance of everybody getting hit with the paralysis. Pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. But you see, this is what kind of sucks too. That so we have to rely on those skills. That it makes it to where that he still has that action skill, though. That's the thing. He still has it. So stupid. And then I was thinking, too, at one point, maybe I should try Midoriya. The new Midoriya that we got. But then I was like, what the hell is he gonna... Boom! Get the hell up on my face. Sorry, I had to do that. So this is what I was thinking then at that point, right? I'm like, okay, he ignores the target, but still, it's like, what is the chances of him actually hitting the 4 or 3 procs that he gets? 1, and then 2, if he's actually gonna get the bound or the bind off. So I'm like, that's too many, like, RNG chances that I don't want to take at all. So we get the AoE off here first, which is pretty clutch. I try to get the confusion off here. We don't get the confusion off here. We don't. We just get a little bit of damage that we can. Hado is dead. And then from there, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to Hail Parry DJ Punch. And then, you know, goodbye. Kirishima just, actually, wait, what? It wasn't Kirishima that finished me off? Well, somebody's going to finish me off right here, as we can see right here. Bam, we move on to the next clip. So this time, I was like, you know what? Okay. After those couple of times I tried with that team, let me try Midnight just to try her at this point. I'm not really caring anymore. I just want to try stuff to see if it works. That's it. I wish, if anything, his normal attacks were the reason why he was that crazy. Because then our girl Midnight would be a perfect option. Perfect option. Because then we could just troll for free. It's crazy because Midnight, I feel like, has been consistently like a sleeper option in some things. I'm not going to lie. Like, if you just get that charmed and then you get the stun off too. And then the fact that she decreases speed of male opponents as well, like, it's pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. But if the meta is full of female teams, then it's like, you know what, maybe not. Alright, then we get the slam right there, but since it's resisted, I was like, you know what, damn, maybe this is not gonna work after all. Because I mean, at this point, I'm just looking at it, I'm like, when has it been a single time that Uraraka has got a stun off her Plus Ultra? Never. Never has she gotten a single time. And then boom, get the hell up on my face. You gotta make sure you emphasis on that. Let me try again with these two. Try to see if we get a little bit of damage right here. I think I don't forfeit this one. I think we stay until the end for this. Let's see. And who knows? Maybe at the end, if we have time. I don't think we have time. No, I'm not going to lie. I was going to say maybe we could do extra time, but I don't think we have time. I am not going to hold you guys. Time will not be of the essence when it comes to this. I'm just hoping that day 2 is not this annoying. I am just hoping and praying to the almighty gods that it is not annoying. So, then we have Jito going first with the support. I activate the buff block and all that with our boy, President Mike. I was going to say Aizawa, my bad. Remember, I am running on basically no sleep. So, bam, we get killed right there. And what's the score right here? I think it's like 100 something. We don't even get to see the score. I was just done with that. All right. So, we try the team again. Did I switch anything with this? Hold on. I didn't get to see. We just went into it real quick. No, I didn't switch anything with this one around. So it's going to be the same lineup again. Just me. I'm trying it out. I feel like maybe this could be the one that we can make a little bit consistent if we get the stun off with the Mount Lady. I'm sorry, not Mount Lady. The Midnight. Jesus Christ. Now here we go with me messing up names and stuff. And after this, I'm going to have to record day 2. I got to go live. I got to go record an Ultra Rumble video too. Oh my God. I'm going to feel like crap after this. I'm not going to lie. But that's the grind, man. That's the grind set. You got to grind. Alright, so Now we move on. They're both going to get up right away. It's just crazy how Uraraka stun pops off, but then Mount Lady stun doesn't get to pop off. And I took a big risk there, too, with trying to get the stun off with the Midnight, and then not try to get it off with the Best Genius with his bound, because I wanted to see maybe if we could make it to where we could save it and then try to activate our Pulse Ultras, which it did work. I'm not going to lie. It did work. So we still had this team alive with some Plus Ultras ready to go. But then after those Plus Ultras, I was like, then comes one. I mean, I was also trying to bank as well. Then maybe we could get the stun off of Uraraka. But then it's just like, that's not going to work. It doesn't work at all. And then we hit Kirishima with Best Genius. And then we also hit it with Midnight, which is basically not going to do any damage at all. And then we have no action skills from there. So I already knew. You guys know it too. Say it with me now. Boom! Get the hell up on my face. It just sucks, man. So then we just, you know what? We'll just play it out with these two right here. Maybe if we could get a high enough score right here, that will satisfy me in my own right. So let me just go for the double attacks once again. We get Kirishima with the counter. Get the single target, which doesn't kill us. So boom, we start off with that. And we do the second action skill right here. I think we get a confusion. No, we don't get a confusion here. One of the runs, we did get a confusion on Jito specifically. We didn't get it up against anybody else but Jito, which sucked. I wanted it to be for everyone, or at least for the Shoji. Like, more importantly, the Shoji, we wanted that. Actually, you know what? I'll take it for Jito and Shoji. But more importantly is what we want on the, you know, the Shoji. But we'll take it with the Jito. Alright, so we get the Hata beat the sound. And then bam, we get killed. I don't think we get to see the score this time around either, right? Alright, we do 101. I think my highest is 115. Alright, so for this one, I decided to switch it up. I wanted to put Kaminari in the back instead of Hado, just to get the chance of maybe getting some paralysis off. So we get to live at least a little bit longer. And then maybe just let President Mike go a little bit to town with what he does. Maybe get a confusion as well. But as we all know, I wouldn't be saying stuff like this if it didn't work out. So first thing we try to do, bam, try to see if we get the stun, which we do. Then we try to get the stun off with the second action skill thing with Midnight. Didn't work. We only got the one turn. Then they're back in business. Hold up. Shout out to wait, what? Is this the video that's this is the video that's recording now that notification popped up. What the hell? I was like, wait, is this the video from yesterday that's popping up with the notification, or is it today right now? It was actually today right now. That's crazy. Pretty funny. Alright, so we get the counter right here. Oh, they get the counter, my bad. Again, my bad. I haven't really slept like that. I just want to keep emphasis on that I haven't slept like that. So, I mean, this strategy worked pretty well in terms of trying to make it to where we survive for a little bit, but then Best Genius dies. And Best Genius dies. Sadly, Best Genius has to go away. It's like when they quote-unquote killed him. That's what happened right there. They quote-unquote killed him. Goodbye. But it was for real. They killed him. Which sucks. Because if anything, I wanted both Kaminari and Best Genius. Sorry, not Kaminari, Best Genius. Kaminari and President Mike here. And boom, get the hell up on my face. Because then what I wanted to do was just get some skill chains going and try to proc a little bit more damage. But then bam, Kirishima with the Pulse Ultra right here. And then eventually, President Mike has to go bye-bye. He's not going to activate anything at all. Like, we're not even going to get the chance. Yeah, counter, and then boom, dead. We didn't get to see score right there. I was just done. Alright, so then for this time around, what I'm trying to do is use Green Kaminari, because Green Kaminari can get his paralysis off if given the chance. So that's what we're trying right here. How much more footage do we have to show? Because now it's like 4:13. Yeah, how much more we have? I'm very curious. Probably like 10 more clips and that's it. We'll see. This, if anything, might be longer than most of the Club Festival videos we have done. Actually, no, I think there was one that went for 29 minutes. I could be wrong, but that one was a long time. So we do get the bound off right here, the bind. We don't get the paralysis off, which sucks because, again, if we could get the paralysis off on the Jito or the Kirishima, that'd be nice. But sadly, that's not the case. Okay, but luckily for us, in this instance, that since we did have our bound off up against the Shoji, I was like, oh, let me activate Uraraka's Plus Ultra. Maybe get the stun right here. Nope, we don't get the stun off once again. And then I think in this instance, I was like, I mean, I like the one-turn stun from Uraraka, but maybe we should have somebody else here. I think that was my mindset. Or maybe I just kept it. I mean, keeping it wouldn't be bad as well. Again, I would really love to know what type of teams you guys are rocking. Like, I'm very curious. All right, so 1, we do get the paralysis off on the Jito, which is crazy. Hey, I guess Jito for her man will do anything. Boom, get the hell up on my face. And then we only have President Mike alive once again, which this clip is not going to be lasting that much longer either. So then we hit him with the automatic AoE if we can. I think we actually do get the chance to hit him with AoE, right? Punch? No, we get stunned. And then Kirishima finishes us off right here. That, oh my god, that was just awful. So this time around, what I'm actually trying to do here is instead of having Uraka, like I said earlier, that my mindset was like, I maybe should take off Uraka. I try using Genten instead to see if we can get the freeze off right here. And then maybe, if anything, if they can't get their action skills going, we could pop off with having to not take as much damage as we did before with the skill change being activated. That was my mindset going in right here. And no matter what, they should get hit with something. Either the Frozen or the Bound or Bind. One of the 3 things should be happening. And 1, which crazy enough, I think we do get it right here, right? Yep. And then for Reassurance, we activated Compress. And then finally, we activated Gensens as the 3rd. And then from here, I think we activate... Actually, no, I don't think we get the chance to activate our Pulse Ultras right here. Yeah, I don't think we even get the chance to activate our Pulse Ultras right here. Ugh. And then the fact of doing so little damage too sucks. It just sucks. It's crazy, if anything, that the character that's not boosted for this event is doing more damage than a character that is boosted for this event. Is that crazy to me? I think that's just crazy to me, right? Like, I'm not the only one, like, just having their head tilted a little bit because of that. Alright, well, as we know, it is going to be the Shoji show very soon. Boom, get the hell up on my face. Oh my god. Nah. And then we have Kaminari once again with President Mike here. But that is not going to matter very soon. At all. At all, it's not going to matter. You guys already know it. It's like the song, you know the rules. And so do I. So we get the AoE off right here. And then we get the second AoE off right here. We do get the paralysis, so Kirishima doesn't activate his Plus Ultra. But it doesn't matter because with a normal Shoji wraps it up. And then the Plus Ultra right here is going to do a lot of damage to President Mike right here. Actually, not as much as I thought it would. But we did get the confusion. As you guys saw, we did get that confusion right there because you hit the Kirishima. I was like, oh my god. For one time, we actually hit it. And that's the end of that clip. Actually, wait, okay, hold on. We have, okay, a couple of more clips to go. Okay, this time, all right. This is like the final bit of clips. I know why, because this time I wanted to try using Season 7 Bakugo. Because I'm here thinking, right? With parry damage, we should be able to nuke this guy for free. Like, he should at least take 200k damage for free. Also with Bakugo, right? It doesn't matter how many of these stupid AoEs he throws. Bakugo is going to live because his last stands are turn-based. They are not multiplicative, I think you could say, or additional based. Doesn't matter. Either way, it's not like 1 time last stand, 2 times last stand. He has multiple turn last stand, which that's going to be clutch for us in terms of survivability. And if he does die, he should be taking him, Shoji, with a lot of damage as well. He should be taking him with him. That was my idea to go with him. But of course, I was like, with the AoE that we're about to see soon. You guys are going to see. You guys are going to see. Watch this. So bam, he hits with that. He does that. But then I'm looking at I'm like, huh? Where's the damage? So it turns out that Shoji doesn't care about if you have a parry character or not. He's just going to tank that for free as well. I hope you guys understand that. That he doesn't care. Like, no matter what you do, he doesn't care. And this is when I started to lose my will to fight. I was like, okay, you know what, Shoji? You got it. You're that guy, buddy. You got it. Just, why did they make something like this? This was so stupid. Made no sense at all to make a freaking club festival like this. Hopefully I didn't say climax battle at all, but why did they do this? For the last one, this is how you're gonna do it? Make it absolutely annoying so nobody wants to do it? Even though it's day 1, but still, if that's the momentum we're starting off with, I hate to see the rest. Like, what? Like, yeah, let's make it where nobody gets to have fun. Nobody at all. Imagine just all the club festivals are so bad. I just put the same thumbnail for some. Boom! Get the hell up on my face. I just put the same thumbnail for each and every single one of them. And yeah, look, it's crazy because he did the AoE again and he didn't really take that much damage right there. I'm like, oh my god, what are you talking about? So then we just try it again. I'm like, hold on. Maybe if anything, something happened and Bakugo just didn't really get to do as much damage as you wanted to. Maybe something happened. I don't know. So we're going to be trying it again. And if anything, I think maybe we could have done a lot of damage if we probably had like Midoriya, 100 million Midoriya. I mean, if anybody tried that for... Actually, no, because 100 million Midoriya, I mean, he could die, but how much damage would he do to him, though? And it's crazy. How many parry characters we have? Like 2 or 3? We don't have that much parry characters. We need more. Not going to hold you. Oh, you know what would have been super clutch, too, if Kirishima had his 30 hits? If he was able to get his enhancement activated, the New Year's Kirishima... Ooh, I know he would have done a massive amount of damage. I am slavering over that. Salivating over that. He could have done a lot of damage. And that's crazy that Bakugo with his AoE managed to do like 10k apiece to the Jito. I thought the AoE would be doing no damage at all. Alright, bam. So right now we are seeing that Shoji is going to get ready to nuke us with his AoE. But guess what? He can nuke. Boom! Get the hell out of my face. But Bakugo's still around. But here's the thing. He still doesn't take that much damage. He still doesn't take that much damage at all. Luckily, Bakugo is able to get his plus ultra off right here. But, oh my god. What is wrong with this man? I just want to know. What is wrong with this man? My bad for yawning. And then bam, he hits with the single target. Gets the stun. That is awful for us right here. And then they're resistant to the paralysis, so it makes it even worse. Kaminari dead. Jito this time does not care about Kaminari at all. So I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I could just live as long as I have Bakugo right here. Like, when me and Bakugo together, there's no way we could lose. That's what I thought anyway. For a while, I thought that, yeah, you know what? Maybe we're not going to lose right here. That's 16k. That's 16k again. Luckily, okay. I was going to say, luckily, his AoE didn't come yet, but I forgot that it went down by 1. And then, boom, he killed it. Goodbye. That little bit of hope you think you have, or you want to have, nope. Nope. Not gonna happen. At all. Just non-realistic. Okay, so what is this clip? Because this clip... I guess I was just trying the same thing. Oh, damn. I was just trying to see maybe something could be different this time around. Like, I just wanted something to work. Like, begging for something to work. Oh, it just sucks, man. It just sucks. Like, all of this just sucks. Awful. Alright, then we get the AoE right here. Bam. Alright, then we got Jito activating her skill. We got Kirishima. Oh, okay, I'm really sorry that I'm wrong. We got Kirishima activating his skill right here. Alright, and then we'll activate the AoE. Then we'll get the single target going. 1, 2, which was clutch. 3, which was clutch, getting a little bit more damage there. And then we get some defense up going. So then we can at least take some of these counters right here, which kind of helps, you know, we take a little bit of these counters. Yeah, like, if anything, if it was regular counter damage, you probably would have done around, like, the double digits, like 10k. That's what I meant to say, my bad. Aside from this, go, boom, get the hell out of my face. You guys saw that 300, I want you to see that again. Hold on. I want you to see that again, right? 307k. But it didn't look like he took that much. He looked like he took less. Like, he just looked like he took nothing. Like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend like I just didn't get hit with that much damage. Idiotic. So now we got Toga here in this line. I'm just trying to see maybe we can make it to where Bakugo gets to live a little bit longer. But guess what, folks? I want you to guess very carefully. Because as you can see, with there being more footage, did this work out in our favor? I want you guys to let me know. Did that work out in our favor? Also, having Geten back in the lineup, you know, with the Frost being a thing, trying to make it where they can take more damage with the Frost. But sadly, that's not the case because, as you guys know, this is going to be a whopping GG Go Next. You'll see, watch. Boom, get the hell out of my face. GG's, didn't matter that we had Toga there. GG's. So for this time around, we just... Oh, wait, what? Like, what was that? What the hell? Wait, what? Okay. I thought that was a 1 second clip for a second. What was I trying to do? I have no idea what I was trying to do right there. Oh, I was trying to check if I was recording. That's why. I was like, let me check if I was recording before I started this one. That's how you know it's getting late. If anything, it's 4:28 right now. I'm attempting this for almost an hour. An hour. That is insane. To be trying to do something in a mobile game like this for an hour. For this specific type of mode. That is insane. I don't know. I don't think this is something that should take somebody an hour. Especially with somebody like me, who has probably most good characters like a pop that should have popped off here, but it didn't. I just gave up on that. I was like, oh hell no. Oh hell no. Okay, I think this time around it's the same thing again. But this clip is going by kind of quick. What the hell happens here? Well, that makes me just give up right away. Because at this point, we're just trying something. Like, we're just trying to see maybe something will click. And it doesn't. Nothing clicks for us here. Oh, whoa, I zoomed in too much. My bad. Alright, let's see. What happens here? What happens that makes us die? Oh, I know what happens. We don't get the binder bounder here. On anybody right here. Yep, we didn't get that. So I was like, GG's. Yep, next one. Is this one moving quick too? I think this one's the same thing. And then after that, we have one more clip and then we're done. We were done. We were like, no more. I don't want to play no more. If you guys know the song, let me know down below if you know the song. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to call today's video. What an atrocity, I think. It can either be what an atrocity or I had another idea, but I can't think of it at the top of my head. Oh, I got it. What were they thinking? That's probably going to be... What were they thinking? Final Club Festival Day 1. Yeah, that's a good one. And I already know who's going to be on the thumbnail, too. I already know. This thumbnail and title about to go hard. Yeah, I just... Nope, hell no. And then final one, we just decided to do it once again. This clip actually lasts a little bit longer. I think something was going our way right here. I'm hoping so anyways. And again, there are some more deleted footages that were swirling around. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw them in the garbage. Because some of them are like 2-second clips. Some of them were like 10-second clips, 30-second clips. I was like, bro, there's no point in showing this. If nothing influential was happening, I wasn't going to show it. Which, I mean, you could say all of this was nothing, like, whatsoever. But I think for the most part, you know, if we get to see Shoji suffer, that's influential, right? Like, it influenced the match a little bit, right? Made the match go a little bit all way. Better than nothing happening, like with the little clips. So if anything, these clips would be grateful that they actually did something that has some significant meaning, am I right? Right? Come on, I'm a little bit right? So 1, 2... and then 3, the speed debuff, and they're getting some defense right here. And Jito popping off her skill right here. Imagine he was able to activate his action skill the turn that Jito rezzed him like that. Bro, oh, whoa, my bad. This will be damn near impossible. Actually, we managed to stay here a little bit longer than usual. Things really must have been going our way right here. Boom! Get the hell out of my face. And I guess the fact that Bakugo was able to manage to stay alive a little bit longer, that could be the case. Actually, it could be the case, yeah. Bakugo just being around a little bit longer made it aware that this clip lasts a little bit longer. Miss. And then Bakugo just died. Okay, never mind. Okay, I think we're nearing the end of this. It's about to be the end of this. Oh my god, that was funny. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, poor Bakugo, I'm sorry. We did get the Frozen on the Jito. That was pretty interesting. The fact that we got that one Frozen off of her, I was like, what? Ain't no way. And actually, we managed to stay in this fight a little bit longer than I thought we would. Damn. I think this is probably one of the longest turns we had in this fight. I could be mistaken, but it's looking like to be the case. But of course, watch. Just watch, my fellow people. Watch. Watch. You'll see. See how it all comes crashing down. Bam, the action skill just comes back. And then from there, GG go next. Boom. Just goodbye. So with that, that's where I end today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also, subscribe again. You can let me know down below how your trials went during the final Club Festival Day 1 edition. And with that, I'm going to get recording to day number 2.